Can't wait to get all the comments calling me a hypocrite. However, my mind has changed. It has slightly shifted from slightly lackluster to optimistic, okay? I know that's kind of crazy. It's almost like when new cards get revealed, some person could actually change their opinion about something. My opinion on the past cards kind of relatively remain the same, but the newer cards that were revealed actually is making me quite excited for the new Prismatic Evolution set, or Terrestrial Festival in Japanese. So let's take a look of all the new leaks that have just arrived on PokeBeach, of course. As usual, we'll do a little ranking. Let's see, what the best cards, the worst cards are, in my opinion, of course. So if you do have different type of ratings, please leave it down below. I'm always curious to see what you guys think, what you guys' ratings are. That's kind of like my favorite part of doing these types of videos, is not actually covering the cards, but actually just giving my own ratings and seeing how you guys think about the cards as well. I'll give you guys a little final spoiler warning just in case if you haven't clicked off already. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... bow. Courtesy of PokeBeach, of course, we have the new Prismatic Evolutions or Terrestrial Festival cards that were revealed, and I'll be honest, some of these cards are actually hype as hell. I'm really excited to kind of share how I think about these. I think 3 of them really stick out to me. Maybe because I like the overall aesthetic a little bit better and I like the art style. But the other cards are actually still very well done as well. Some kind of like, for example, right off the bat is this SAR card. I think it's solid. I kind of like the, sun in the background. However, I do not think it's as, eye-catching as the other SAR trainer cards we have seen in the past, such as, I don't know, the Carmen, Iono, all that mumbo jumbo. So let's rate the cards in the order PokeBeach has made them. Number 1, we have, I forgot his name, but he's a very cool guy. I kind of like his whole style. I think his name is Larry. I could be wrong, but I think it just dawned on me. So yeah, Larry, he's pretty cool. I like him. That's just a, stereotypical trainer card. I like trainer cards. I'll collect it. I'll give this, a solid like 6 out of 10. I think these are kind of nice. We have this trainer. Not too sure who she is, but I kind of like the background. Not like anything too crazy, nothing too special. I'll give this another 6 out of 10. I'm kind of speedrunning this, but there's nothing really notable about it. However, now we're gonna get into the good stuff here. We have the Iron Hands? Is that it? Iron Hands? Those names are so confusing to me. I can never get it right. If I am wrong, well, you can just call me stupid in the comments, I guess. So anyway, I think this is actually a really cool card. I like the whole vibrant style of it. The color palettes are very, very, very vibrant and eye-catching. It's very popping. I actually really like this card style. It kind of reminds me of the Steven Universe type of style. I've only watched a little bit of this show, but that's the one thing that comes to mind whenever I look at this card. It almost looks like he's in some sort of other dimension, some sort of space type of deal, and everything is just in this such a eye-catching kind of color palette. So for that reasons, I'm going to give this a solid 7.9 out of 10. I think this is a very, very well done card. Next up, we have... I don't know what these are called, man. I keep forgetting their Paradox names. I hate the Paradox names. It's so confusing to me, but it's kind of cool still. This is Gallade, right? That's Gallade. Or is it Gardevoir? I'm pretty sure it's Gallade. Whatever. This one is... slightly more lackluster than the others, to be honest. It's nothing really noteworthy. The background is kind of cool, but I don't know. Not a big fan of the position of the Pokemon or the actual design of the Pokemon, I should say. So, it's kind of like, it's not bad, but not like really great. So for that reasons, I'm going to go for 6.5. Obviously still, better than the regular full art trainer cards, but it's just compared to the other SARs, I think this was on the lower tier of it. Okay, we got Iron Crowns. I can't... Wow, I remember a name for once. That's crazy. But we got Iron Crowns. I do like this. Kind of reminds me of some sort of coding type of layout. I'm not too sure how to explain it. It's like, the green hacking patterns. It kind of reminds me of that. So I do kind of like it. However, the previous Iron Crowns that we have seen in, I believe, Temporal Forces... I think that is a more better version. It's more eye-catching, more beautiful. But I do like the overall blue colors on it. I like it better than the, the Gallade one. So I'm going to give this a 7.3 out of 10. Next up, we have Sandy Shocks. And to be honest, I just really love this style. I don't know what it is about it. It has this very nice primitive type of style to it. There's nothing too crazy going around in the artwork, of course. So it's not like it's like knocking my socks off or anything. However, I'm going to give this, I still think it's better than the Iron Crown. So I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. The last two cards here are probably one of my favorite out of the bunch. I think it changes quite a bit for me in terms of, my hype for Prismatic Evolutions. The same way kind of the Ursaluna did in the previous leak. So this one, there's just so much to unpack here. And of course, it's done by Shinji Kanda, a very, very popular artist right now. And I just love their style. I think their style is badass and very, very unique. It looks very hand-drawn, and maybe that's why I really like it. I love those really hand-drawn type of cards. And coupled with the texture that it's gonna have, it is gonna be really good. I just know the texture is gonna go so hard. Oh, so for this one, I'm gonna give quite a high rating to. I'm gonna give it a 8.6 out of 10. Quite shocking, I know. This one is definitely my favorite because you get the close-up kind of shot of his face, and I just really, really loved. I kind of like the design of the Pokemon a lot as well. A lot of people hated it at first, but I never really got the hate, to be honest. I really like the design of the Pokemon, and they did a very good job redesigning the overall Pokemon. Again, featuring the very hand-drawn, primitive type of style. I think this is a very, very eye-catching and probably will be a decently popular card inside the set. I'm going to give this a solid 9.1 out of 10. So I think it's tied with the Ursaluna. I don't know which one I like more. Those are two different type of styles. But in terms of enjoyability, I think these two are very close. So 9.1 is my final rating. And then we have the SAR version of, forgot his name or her name. Can't tell these days. I'm going to give this a 7.1 out of 10. Better than obviously the regular full art trainer cards. So I'm not going to rate these or anything, but it is noteworthy to say that the Japanese version is going to have cracked ice reverse cards as usual. Kind of common for high class sets, but usually it's not just cracked ice. It's usually just a bunch of different things. But yeah, these are kind of nice. What surprised me though is that they are, by the looks of it, not going to do Master Ball reverses, which I thought was interesting. I for sure thought that Japan was going to include them again. It looks like the English side is the only one that's going to do it, which again is very odd because usually, English follows what Japanese is doing. So anyway, I thought that was a little bit interesting, but these evolution cards look actually, really good. I think we've seen them in the past before, I think. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today's video. I gotta say, it definitely heightened my enthusiasm for the set. I still think that the majority of the evolutions are, slightly overhyped. I don't think they're bad, but I think they're overhyped. So I think these cards definitely, change my mind a little bit on the set overall. So anyway, again, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later, weebs. でもそんなんじゃダメもうそんなんじゃほら心は進化する